Hello again, everybody. This is going to be the next installment of the Manatraders Series. My current record is 6-2. I went 4-0 in the first video into 2-2 in the second video, for culminating at a 6-2. And remember, we need to be a total of 7-3 within the first 10 matches to qualify for the Swiss. But if we don't do that, no worries. We get to try again to be 65% win rate within the first 20 matches, but obviously it's a lot less work to just do it in the first 10. So real fast, let's take a look at the current metagame, which we have here. It's the same as 2 hours ago, I promise, which is when the previous video was recorded. We've got still Uro at top, followed by Blitz, Rakdos, Gruul, White Green, Mono Red, Blue White. These 7 have really just been mainstays for a long while now. Amulet Titan creeping up to be among them. Tron and Jund on the slight down tick. And Ad Nauseam still in a consistent 11th or 12th place. And a Grixis Shadow variant also sneaking in the top 12. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it and get paired. Alright, so we are joining a match made by someone named Diem4X. They're not here yet. There they are. Oh, the wrong person joined the match. I guess they'll figure that out in a sec. I was changing the name of the video that we just finished recording. But yeah, it's DIEM4X. So yeah, the wrong person joined. Hopefully they realize, or else this is gonna be awkward. I haven't realized yet. Yeah, it looks like they just straight didn't figure it out. 2-mana instant speed Serum Visions. Are you talking about the enchantment with flash? Common in Zendikar starts with a D. I mean, there's already a 2-mana instant speed Serum Visions. It's the flash enchantment, and like you can sack it to scry too. He joined again. Alright, let's see if he can There we go. Found him. Yeah, Omen of the Sea. That's the instant speed Serum Visions for 2. Lures to the Dream Den. So either Bogles or Black-Red Prowess. If they're Bogles, this hand is bad. But if they're Prowess, this hand is good. It looks like they're Prowess. Alright, so we could potentially get Mutagenic Growth here. So I'm just going to bolt on my turn. So I guess I'll get... I could just play Stomping Ground first and bolt off of that. The next turn I can get Basic Swamp. Kind of like that. They have Mutagenic Growth. Oof. But, you know, can't really do anything about it at this point. Yep. My hand is redundant. I guess Pulse is not redundant. Taking Goyf could just mean they've got a Fatal Push. Or Thoughtseize. I guess that takes Bloodbraid though? No? Okay. Alright, well I can't Liliana on turn 3 if I play the Ravine. But I do want to be able to Maelstrom Pulse into Bloodbraid, so I guess that means I'm just going to play the Ravine and give my opponent information. Lurrus in hand. Damn. These lands have been on the awkward side. So the opponent is gonna get to play Lurrus and then cast a Bauble next turn, or if they have a land, they can just cast a Soul Scar. So I'm really gonna need to kill Lurrus next turn, which means I guess I'll just play Overgrown Tomb tapped, and then I'll Pulse, and then play Blackleaf Cliffs. So they know my hand still. Alright. Play remains the same. Get rid of this thing. Play a tap land. So you go. Jeez. Liliana? Ayo. Ding, ding, ding. Please no Bolt with Bloodbraid on the stack. Ding, ding, ding. I guess. All right, Ravine, please get there. Getting them redraws in, huh? Alright, so Spirit takes down Liliana. Things like Bloodbraid here would be real huge. How about another land, though? Yeah, I think I'm just going to get in with Ravine. That means that they're going to have to defend versus Ravine for every single point of this game moving forward. Renin 6 kills Abbott. Assuming they don't have a way to prowess it. I'll sack up Peatland first, see what information that gets me. Come on, deck. Okay. I could minus on them and try to draw Bolt. Jeez, lava dart. I think I'm just dead now. Yeah, so if I tireless tracker, they'll have to seal that. Then they'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not just dead, but it's looking grim. Oh, now if they can't just kill me, I have a shot. I have a shot to just bolt them. So I'm assuming they can just kill me. I'm gonna block if they let me. Do I just die to the lava dart now? I die to that for sure. So black-red prowess, Colossus, collective brutality, bitter blossom, Nile spell bomb, and fatal push to go. Thoughtseize. The Renin 6s. Renin 6s can actually kill the Abbot of Carol Keep, assuming no prowess is available. Still think it's on the slow side, though. Gonna cut a blood braid just because it's expensive. I'll cut a brutality. Yep, turn 2 bitter blossom. I'm gonna want to fatal push something here. And to note, this fatal push is the sideboarded copy. I know because the art is different. Oh man, there goes bitter blossom, probably. Just missing a threat. That's what the bitter blossom was. So I think I want their creature to stay in the yard for potential scavenging ooze food, which means I'm going to want to have the spell bomb popped before Swift Spear goes to the yard. I do want to get the redraw in. So I do need to find a threat. Just any action, really. Pulse, not bad. Alright, I gotta let this resolve first. Alright, now we'll push. Oh wait, they're playing Luris. That's really stupid of me. I definitely should have just had this thing be exiled. Crap. See if I can draw like a Goyf or something. Nope. Yeah, Abbott is really good against me. Just any 2-for-1 really. There's the Goyf. It's an 8-9. We did it. We got the 8-9 thanks to the Bitter Blossom. Darn. That hardly seems fair. Gonna need to start chaining blood braids. Another 8-9. Which may shrink because of the soul scar. Here comes Luris. Don't think they have an attack. Pushing 2 damage doesn't really mean that much. So what do they get to know about? Ooze. Okay. Well, I've only got 1 green, and I really want to get this Luris dead. So they may actually be inclined to block. Almost definitely not. They'd want to cast an Abbot. So I'll attack first. They're not blocking with Luris, almost definitely. And then second main, I'll kill the Luris. It's a big hit with 1 Goyf. So what happens when it's an 8-9? You draw push. Unearth. The Luris. Damn it. And then Abbott. Casual 4-for-1. Into the fatal push. Okay, I've seen enough. Wow. Kind of just got run over there every way you look at it. All right, 6-3. Got a lot on the line this match. We got paired already. I am joining the match from someone named Krujif. There they are. Keeper. I feel my Tron hair is going off on the back of my neck though. Oh hey, I'm glad to be wrong. Pluto Delta. Shadow again? Shadow again. Okay, so we're in for a good one. This is our winning in. So I imagine the Inquisition is eating the dust here. The Scavenging Ooze is the other unique thing, but it's pretty easy to deal with. As expected. So if the opponent shocks, we could expect a Shadow. So maybe I just want to play the Blackleaf Cliffs, and then next turn I can fetch shock into the Ooze. I mean, if they don't play a threat, I will have saved 2 life. But actually, I'm going to play the Verdant here. Reason being is if they don't play a Shadow, if they do play a Shadow, I'll fetch shock, kill it, untap, play Blackleaf Cliffs. I've lost a total of 3 life. If they don't play something, I'll just fetch a land tapped, and then play Blackleaf, and I'll have lost only 1. And then the other way is if the other mode is if I play Blackleaf Cliffs first and they play a threat, and then I have to fetch shock to play Ooze anyway, and that still has me losing 3 life. So I'm losing 3 like almost no matter what. Tracker not bad. I'll need more lands though. I could just not play Ooze, but don't want to do nothing, especially as like if they play like Angler or Thoughts or Angler or a Shadow, I'm so far behind to not having anything in play. In an ideal world, I'm spending every mana for the rest of the turn, for the rest of the game. It's like I can go K-Command into Tracker or vice versa. Got some number of removal spells as well. Terminate. Okay. I just think they're playing Terminate over Drown in the Loch. Right, I can push that one. They may have Stubborn Denial. Land would be good. Alright, there's a land. It doesn't enable us to cast Double Bolt, but it is a land. So that's good. I think I'm just gonna upkeep try for the Fatal Push. Make them at least use their mana on their turn. I don't have the mana to Double Bolt, unfortunately. If I play Tracker, it's probably just getting killed, then I'm really behind. I'm gonna go for the Fatal Push upkeep. And then if I draw like a fetch land next turn, I can go Tracker and to hold up a Bolt. Leaving up red, obviously. The opponent knows I have bolts. There's no reason to bluff them. I expect a Stubborn Denial. Indeed. Unfortunately, no red to double bolt this as well, but... The opponent's got to be careful, too, because these bolts can just kill him at some point. So they're attacking for 5, putting me to 14. If I bolt them once... Well, now 2 bolts just kill him. Alright, so now I'll have to redo that math now. So this is hitting me for 14 with 14 between 2 turns. So if I bolt them, that adds in another. So that's fine. So that would have been 16. So I'm still live. I mean, we do have just lethal burn if they don't have another Stubborn Denial. This is going to put them to 4. It took a Tracker, okay. It just left me with all the burn. So I'm not just dead to another burn spell, to another attack, but I am just dead to like any fetch or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the burn upstairs, and then if they somehow have drawn another Stubborn Denial and we hit a red source, we could just kill them anyway. So untapped red source would be the nuts here. Untapped red, damn it. I mean, I guess I just have to go for the kill. I don't think sacking Peatland first buys us anything. Like, if we hit a creature, we can maybe Goyf off of it, but that means I'm sacking the Peatland off of the red, and then I can't bolt. And I can't do it. I can't do it on their upkeep because then they could snap a Stubborn Denial. I think I just have to go for it right now. Let's just go for it right now, I guess. And if they have it, we just die. Alright, they didn't have it. Sweet. Grixis Shadow. More Fatal Pushes. Spell Bombs. Clothis. Bitter Blossom, really insane versus them. They need Battle Rage to punch through it, or they just don't punch through it. I'm going to Trayman Inquisition, as I usually do. Or Run in 6 doesn't kill anything. I usually like cutting those. It does kill Snapcaster Mage. And getting rid of Snapcaster does actually matter. Because it makes Liliana Edicts better. But I mean, if they're going to flash in a Snapcaster in response to a Liliana Edict, it kind of just doesn't matter. No, I'll cut the bolts as they just don't kill anything. I mean, other than the opponent, like we just saw. I mean, a mix of stuff has to happen for that to be good. I think I just like it like this. I could see wanting Run in 6 or Brutality. Like the opponent may be playing stuff like Plague Engineer, as we saw a few rounds ago. Opponent brought in 2 versus us. They could also clear Stubborn Denials. But we've got 5 hand disruption spells otherwise. I think this is probably fine. Alright, we got a keeper. Need another black source. But otherwise it's great. We can play a Spellbomb on 1, have a Goyf or Terminate on 2. If they try to Thoughtseize a Liliana, we've got a redundant copy. Alright, and there's the black source, so that's good. So I'm probably gonna want to end up getting basic Swamp with the Verdant, just as a life conservation consideration. So I mean, the Wood of Fiddles has to get black as well to have the double black for Liliana. So I guess black and what? I guess Overgrown Tomb probably. So we can have a lot of green for oozes. We don't really need multiple red for many reasons. So if I'm getting Overgrown Tomb, I can just do it now. So I go like Overgrown Tomb into Nile Spellbomb. Next turn I can like Swamp into Tarmogoyf, and then turn 3 try to Liliana. If they want to Stubborn Denial this, that is A-okay.
You're staring at me. Oh, I figured what we can have for dinner. There's chicken defrosting, so we can have breaded chicken. Another one?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I've got the Terminate for the Angler if Angler is their threat. I could Spellbomb them just to make sure that doesn't happen. Like if they go fetch land, shit, they can go fetch land into Angler and have Stubborn Denial available. It's probably worth just making sure they can't. Yeah, I'll do it. I don't get the card off of it, and I've got other answers to Angler, but I'd rather my answers actually get through a Stubborn Denial, which they won't if I let them Angler this turn. Alright, push a fine pickup as well. So let's just cast a Tarmogoyf. So yeah, I think popping the Spellbomb there is probably debatable. Especially given that I have answers. But I like slowing them down and having answers later as opposed to having to break serve early. Okay, so I could just jam Liliana now. I've got a backup. But they don't actually have Ferocious going for them. That said, all they need is a regular 4 spike anyway. I think I'll go for it. I do have backup, and it's probably going to be good at some point anyway. So I'll get Swamp Liliana and just see what happens. If it resolves, I'm very ahead. If it doesn't, then unfortunate. They could ambush it with a Snapcaster. That'd be one way to combat it outside of Stubborn Denial. The game doesn't end if this resolves, but I'm definitely ahead if it does. Alright, they've got it. So next turn, if I draw a land, I'll try again. My hand very good, though. Liliana gone. Untap land? Hell yeah. Boom. I guess Drown in the Lock would get this, but the opponent playing Terminate, so maybe not also Drown in the Lock. Alright. I guess they're playing it. So got to imagine they drew the Mishra's Bobble. They left up interaction last turn instead of deploying their own threats, so I'm guessing they don't have more threats. Especially since they didn't know about my Lilianas. Like they could have played a threat for 1 mana and then used the Drown's Defend. I think worst case here is Thoughtseize. So I really want to cast this Bloodbraid. Alright, so while the opponent's tapped out, I should probably just go for the guaranteed kill on Terminate. I have Revolt for Fatal Push if I really want it. I'll probably just sacrifice this end step anyway. Maybe I don't have to just because my next turn's mana is kind of already committed. And keeping this in play means if I hit something good that I don't want getting Stubborn Denial, I don't have to have it get Stubborn Denial. So I'll leave it for a turn. Ooh's a very good one. So now what do I lead with? I don't know how many Drown in the Locks the opponent could be playing, especially since they're playing Terminate as well. I mean, given that the board is empty and hitting a removal spell would suck, I think I'm leaning towards just playing the Ooze. Like, its fail rate is I get to exile my opponent's yard. So they can't just counter this unless they have another Drown in the Lock. And again, I'm not sure how many more of those they could have, given the presence of Terminate in the 75. So unfortunately, I cannot get this out of the range of Bolt no matter what. Unless they Bolt now. Then I could. Terminate as well. Alright, well, so their Angler is already leaving. I guess at a minimum, I should take their Cling. Snapcaster is better with the Drown, but Cling, if they fill their yard, could be another card on its own. Could also just eat both and put down Fatal Push. I mean, if they had a threat, in Shadow, they probably would have played it. So maybe it's just worth it to pay the life and exile the rest of their yard. Probably is. I mean, Drown is kind of redundant at this point because the Terminate's going to be entering the yard. Doesn't act as a counter spell. They won't have the counter spell anymore, but as far as a kill spell is concerned, they'll still have it. And I'll gain my 1. Go. I mean, I'm weak to an angler now. Dealt with 1 already. I mean, also, the opponent just doesn't have the cards in the yard to power it out. Damn it. That's a good one. It's going to make Shadows awkward threats, just because I'm not really going to be able to control their size really well outside of eating lands. I mean, I've got the Fatal Push, but the way they've played this game, I would not at all be surprised they've got another counter. They obviously could not have countered the Clothis with a Stubborn Denial because it's a creature while it's on the stack. I guess Aether Gust would be an annoying way that they could delay it. It's going to be a Snap Thoughtseize, I guess. I mean, they know about the Fatal Push, right? So this could be clearing the way for the Shadow. So good draw here would be really pivotal. A land has me kind of just dead. So I think I'm going to exile the Terminate. And then hope they don't have a hand with multiple shadows. Alright, it's only 1. They've got Kolaghan's Command though. Kolaghan's Command can buy it back and replay it. But they're missing the land for that. So I'll just take the shadow and hope they don't spike it. Yep. I can target my own things with Clothis though. I mean, as the board sits, I'm winning the race with the Clothis. My 1 copy of Renin 6 would just kill the opponent here. That's a good one. One copy of Renin 6. Inquisition. Could have been worse. Alright, so Snapcaster not really doing anything. Thoughtseize not doing anything, not even castable. So I guess I'll take the Kolaghan's Command. Kills my Bloodbraid. So I'm going to have to be careful to make sure I target one of my own things with the Clothis activation, or trigger. What just happened? Did they concede? It just disappeared. Let me refresh the. Oh, yep, they conceded. Ta-da! We did it in the first 10. Nice. So as a recap, here I think down here they should tell us what we did. We're 19th currently. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately it doesn't list the matchups here, but I'll do a not a report, but all the matchups will be in the descriptions of the 3 uploads that these 10 matchups are split between. So yeah, thanks all for tuning in, and I hope you had a good time along this qualification journey, and see y'all later for the Swiss. But between now and then, I'll definitely be uploading and streaming a few more videos of just Jund and other decks that I feel like I want to be playing at the moment. So until then, have a good one, and see y'all later.